Hello guys, welcome to Kumar Consulting. So guys, here in this session, we are going to start basic setting. So what we have done in previous session, guys, in previous session, like we have done enterprise structure. In the sense, simply we have set up like Tata Group, then Tata Motor, then finally further we have segregated like based on the revenue, like it is like manufacturing unit, service unit as a business area, right? Now, so if you have like let's suppose as I told you that when we are going to post a transaction, right? So while posting the transaction, multiple details are required to be entered. So if this transaction is getting posted for which subsidiary, Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Chemical, right? So this is already set up into SAP as a company code. So now we are having answered. It is going to be posted for Tata Motor. So we can select the company code TM00, right? That we have selected. We have created TM00, right? As a company code. Instead of writing complete name, we can select this code. System will be able to understand that this is TM00 is nothing but Tata Motor itself, right? Now, apart from this, multiple other informations are also required. For which fiscal year, which financial year it is going to be posted, right? 2019, 20. So that is also supposed to be set up into system, guys, because now if you talk about the fiscal year, financial year, guys, then financial year is like, let's suppose I say like 2020-21. Okay, if I talk about 2020-21, then generally it is 2020 itself. Financial year means a single year itself, right? Whether you say 2019, 2020, here what is happening, like if you talk about the fiscal year for a particular country like India. So here what is happening, guys? We are following April to March. Some other countries are there, Middle East and all. Let's suppose they are following July to June, October to September, Jan to December. How SAP will come to know that which fiscal year, which financial year we are going to follow? So that we need to set up into SAP, right? So that is going to be discussed. Again, complete discussion will happen on that. Don't worry. Now, so first of all, and then after what is happening, guys? After this fiscal year, like let's suppose it is for 2020-21, whatever I said, right? In financial year, like whether it is calendar year or non-calendar year, that is again a question. So for that, what we have to do, we have to set up fiscal year variant into SAP. That is because fiscal year is nothing but financial year, right? Then the next thing is this transaction is getting posted for which month, right? Which month? Like say for example, it is June. So which period actually, right? Period number 1, 2, 3, 4, and even period is also going to be like let's suppose it is June, right? So June, if you talk about June, so June means which period, guys? If it is June means what? Like period number which month? 6th month, right? So 6th month, that too, if we are going to follow Jan to December, then it is 6th period. 6th period. If we are following April to March, then which period, guys? Tell me somebody. April to March means? Yes. So it is 3rd period, not 12th. So April to March means April is the 1st period, May is the 2nd period, and June is the 3rd period, right? If we are following July to June, then which period? Yes. In that case, it is 12th period, right? So now we are going, these all are the part of basic settings. Even some other configurations are also there in this, so that we are going to discuss one by one. So now here, look at here, guys, basic settings. So multiple configurations we have to do in basic settings. What are those configurations that we are going to discuss one by one, and what is the use of those configurations? What kind of controls are there, right? That we are going to discuss. First of all, so look at here, posting period variant. What is this posting period variant? Right? What is the use of posting period variant? Okay, so look at here, guys. Now, posting period variant means posting period variant controls the posting of transactions for a specific period right? Posting of transactions for a specific period. Now, so it's a kind of control. Okay, it is having, like, if you talk about posting period variant, guys, what is the use of this posting period variant? So posting period variant, generally it is a kind of, we can say, like, there is a control. We are going to control certain things. Which things are going to be controlled, guys? Now I'll tell you how the controls are going to happen. It's very simple. Now, say for example, so 2020 onwards, Tata Motor is going to use SAP. Before that, let's suppose they were using Tally itself, or they were using some different ERP, okay, different software. Now, so in that case, what is happening? In that case, like, they had in Tally, or like, let's suppose, whether they were using some different ERP, or let's suppose they are using the books of account, in the sense like registers itself is going to maintain. Just assume there, guys. So now in that, what is happening? Lots of manipulations people used to do. Manipulation in the sense, like, let's suppose if registers are there, then in that case, like, manipulations will be happening. Or it's like, let's suppose if any particular different ERP was there, in that also chances of manipulation was there. So in the sense, like, people used to post the transactions in the previous day. Okay, now I think if I quote the register related example, then it will be pretty easy to understand. Okay. Now, say for example, so okay, there is an invoice received. I'm talking about previous year. Okay, there is an invoice received on, say for example, which date? So let's suppose 15th 06 2019. I'm talking about previous year. Okay, there is a guy, let's suppose Mr. A. He is he is from invoice department. Invoice department is, let's suppose, in account payable department. So in that also, like, some people are going to be part of invoice posting. What you said, they'll keep on posting invoices. Somebody will create the PO. Somebody's are going to release the payment, right? Somebody's are the part of help desk team. So even in a single team also, everybody's will have different roles and responsibilities. So now let's suppose this A is responsible to post the invoices. Now A has received one invoice on 15th of, let's suppose, 15th of June. 15th of June he has received the invoice. Then what is happening? And he forgotten to post this invoice, right? He forgotten to post the invoice, and now it is, let's suppose, already, so invoice was not posted. Okay, let's suppose it is like 0507 2020. On this particular date, somehow he realized that, oh my god, I have made a mistake, and there was invoice which was not posted into system. So now now the current date is not here 2020, guys, it is 2019 I'm talking about, right? 2020 onwards, recipe is going to be. So let's suppose right now they're using the registers, in the sense physical registers they used to maintain, or else a different ERP they are using. So now on this date, invoice was received, and on this particular date, it means after 20 days he realized that he forgotten to post the invoice. Now what is happening, guys? So this person is going to post the invoice. So on which date it is going to be? Generally, it is, the current date is 0507. But in the register, easily they are going to manipulate, and the invoice is going to be posted in previous date. Or else, if any different ERP is there, in that also easily they are going to manipulate, in the sense invoice is going to be posted, and at the time of posting the invoice, what is happening? They are going to give the previous date. Okay, even though it is 5th of July, but invoice is getting posted on this date, on this particular date itself. So what will happen, guys? People will not able to they will not come to know that this is, like, it was posted in the previous day. But during audit, auditor will be able to find out. Okay, auditors are able to find out. How they will be able to find out, guys? Because let's suppose in June month, let's suppose total worth of how many, total worth of like 10,000 worth of, let's suppose invoice got posted, total invoice worth of 10,000 got posted, and on that whatever, let's suppose TDS is getting deducted, there is a particular tax, just assume, because once I cover the tax related things there, we are going to discuss in details. Now, so there is certain tax got deducted on this 10,000 rupees. So let's suppose 10%, let's suppose 10% TDS got deducted. So how much? 1,000 tax got deducted, right? So now what is happening, guys? 1,000 tax got deducted. Now whatever the, so at month end, it means like this is worth of invoice got posted, guys, right? And on this, the total TDS got calculated, in the sense total tax got calculated, that is 1,000 rupees, right? And this is going to be deposited to the respective, whichever the department is there, tax authority or department, this is going to be 1,000 rupees got deposited, right? Accounting entries, everything has taken place. Now what this fellow is doing, now in June month, he is going to insert one more 1,000 rupees. In previous date means it is going to be posted in June month itself, right? So since in June month the actual transaction invoice got posted worth of 10,000 rupees total invoice, and on that the tax got calculated 10%, that is 1,000, right? Now he has done a backdated posting, even though we were in July, but it was posted in June. So now the total, how much balance will be there in June month, guys? So total balance is 11,000 now, right? But if they are going to calculate the TDS, in the sense how much TDS got deducted, only 10,000, it's a kind of fraud. Why? Because how come it possible that 11,000 worth of invoice got posted and TDS is only 10,000? It means they are stealing the tax, right? So generally, management will not, what to say, accept such kind of things at all. They will never accept such kind of manipulations and all, because of course during every audit anyway, it is going to be find out that okay, these kind of things are happening. So because of this, because of mistake done by this person, right? It's like a kind of fraud itself is going to be treated, guys, because the government is very strict in terms of taxation and all. So now here, in the previous date, transaction got posted, but anyway during audit and all, people will come to know that something went wrong, something has happened, because the total worth of invoice is this much, whereas the total TDS got deducted less. Okay, so now what is happening, guys? So this is, let's suppose they are using books of, like they're maintaining the registers and all, or else they're using some different ERP. Now the things come here. Now it is going to be SAP. Okay, SAP is going to be used. So this fellow is pretty much habituated of making such kind of mistake, because he knows that okay, anyway there will be some careless people. So he knows that okay, even if I what to say, forget also, no worries, because I'm able to post the invoice in the previous date. Backdated invoice is going to be posted. Now the same mistake he has done again, same mistake. So now it's not 2019, now it is 2020. So 2020 means what, guys? 2020 means now, earlier let's suppose they are using a different ERP. Now we are using SAP. Now we are using SAP. So in that, like what is happening again, he is trying to, so now he is trying to post again, like let's suppose this is the date. Okay, so he is trying to post the invoice in backdated, backdate, but system is not allowing him to post the invoice in backdate. Why? Because in SAP there is a control. Okay, what kind of control is there, guys? We are having options to open and close the period. Okay, we are having options to open and close the period. What kind of options are there, guys? So I'll tell you now. So generally, try to understand, guys. Don't look at the configurations part. Configurations, within a minute we can do the configurations, right? But we need to understand the logic. what is the use, what kind of control is going to have, if we are going to set up this posting period variant, what is the exact use of this posting period variant, how it is going to what kind of impact is going to be made, right? So now here, so first of all, what is happening guys, posting period variant, let's suppose, so we are going to set up a posting period variant. Okay, let's suppose, okay, so I will just do one thing, I'll just copy these things, which is not possible, so give you a posting period variant. Okay, and from period and year, then to period and year. So here we are having such kind of functionality. Okay, now, so what is happening guys, in post, so we are going to create a posting period variant. Let's suppose we have created a posting period variant and the code is TPP3. This is the code we have given. Okay, or is even this is the code, let's suppose we have given a posting period variant we have created, and this is the code we have given. So once we have created the posting period variant guys, first of all we have to create a posting period variant, and once it is created, then after creation it is going to be assigned linked with the company code. So this posting period variant got created and it is going to be assigned with the company code. Okay, now against this posting period variant we are having options to open and close the period. Let's suppose, so this is, now if we have entered in July, so July means, let's suppose if we are having, say for example we are using calendar year. Okay, calendar year means Jan to December, so July will be which period guys, July will be 7th period. Once I'm going to configure the things and all, we'll use non-calendar year, don't worry, but right now I just want to make it so simple so that you guys will be able to understand. So July is which period guys, July means period equals to what guys, period equals to month. Okay, July means which month, 7th month, right? It means 7th period. Year, let's suppose 2020. Okay, and here two period also I have given, 7th and year 2020. Okay, so now whenever we are going to post a transaction, the transactions are getting posted against a particular company code. Always the transaction will be posted against a particular company code guys, right? Now, so because the thing is, if the transaction is getting posted, I told the very first question itself, for which subsidiary, it is a Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Chemical or any other, right? So transactions are always going to be posted against company code. So once the transaction got posted, once the transaction is going to be posted against the company code, once you have given the company code, right? Then what is happening guys? Once the user has given the company code, then in background system is going to check against this company code what posting period variant has been assigned. So system found that this is the posting period variant, it is TPPV which got assigned. Okay, this practically we are going to see how it is going to be assigned and all, and later, like once the complete configuration is done, then even we can check the control practically also, so that you guys will be having perfect understanding. So now here against your company code, which posting period variant got assigned guys? So it is TPPV. And against TPPV posting period variant, which period is open? So here 7th, from period 7th and to period 7, it means only one period is open, that is 7th period. 7th period means July. And this fellow, even though let's suppose we are in July, he is trying to post the transaction which belongs to previous month, in the sense 6th period. So if transaction is getting posted for 6th period, system will find out whether 6th period is open or not. But here there is no 6th period, 7th period only is open. So now system will deny to post the transaction. Okay, system will deny in the sense like system is going to throw some error message that it is not possible, transaction is not possible to post since the period is not open. So now what is happening guys, it's a kind of control. Look at here, earlier because of this privilege they used to maintain, they were very much careless and all, and then they used to do lots of manipulations, right? During audit of course it is going to be caught, but that is too late, right? So now here in SAP it is having such kind of control is there, such kind of control in the sense we can open and close the period. Okay, open and close in the sense, now, so what is happening, sixth period, he want to post the transaction for sixth period, but here sixth period is not open. Sixth period will be open only if you give from 6. If you are going to give from 6 2020 to 7 2020, it means June period is also open here, June is also open, and July is also open, right? If you are going to make it fifth period, it means April is also open, sorry, May month is also open, June is also open, and July is also open. 3 periods are open, right? So generally what is happening, guys, in SAP, always the current period is going to be open. Every month in what is happening, once the new period is going to be started, then in the sense 1st July, what is happening, guys, this July period is going to be open. Okay, now even in that, like, it doesn't mean that immediately the previous period is going to be closed. In that, I'll explain you guys, I'll let you know how this process is going to work out. So now let's suppose for him there is a restriction, 7th period got open, it means only July to July, no June, so he won't be able to post the transaction. Okay, he won't be able to post the transaction. So this is what the control. Okay, it means here we can open and close the post for transaction posting, right? The other benefit of opening and closing period means, even if 7th period is there, it means system will not allow to post the transactions neither in backdated period, back period in the sense like past period, nor in future period. If you're going to post a transactions, let's suppose instead of 7, if I have given period 8, like let's suppose here, if I'm going to give a date 05/08/2020, even though it is 7th month, by mistake if somebody has given this date, then which period is it? Is 8th period, right? That is also not going to be assigned. That is also not going to be possible to post. Why? Because future period is also not possible here, because only current period is open. So there is no possibility of making mistake in terms of dates and all, right? So this is what the control is there. Now there is another thing. Okay. So once he is going to post the transactions, he'll be getting error. And in that case, there is no any kind of, like, there is no any other options. Okay, why? Because if you talk about like here, how the posting periods are going to be maintained, guys, in SAP we are having a transaction code OB52. This transaction is going to be used to maintain the posting period. Okay, but this transaction is having, like, here some authorizations kind of things will be there. OB52 transaction code authorizations will be there to very limited number of people. That too might be TL level or manager level people, and that too 1 or 2 guys will be responsible. These people only can use this transaction code and will be able to maintain this period. Okay, so now this A must have to approach to the manager, whoever is having authorization must have to accept the mistake, that yes, I have made the mistake and all, right? And then only manager or TL, whoever is there, is going to post the previous period, right? And we'll say that you just post the transactions quickly and let me know. Okay, now then there is one more thing, guys. Okay, there is one more thing. Now let's suppose apart from this A, okay, there is 2 more guys, B and C. Okay, now so there are 3 people, all are close friends. A has made this mistake trying to post the transaction in the previous period, in the sense previous month. System is not allowing. Why? Because only current period is open. Okay, so now A is thinking what to do. Is there any other options in SAP? There is no any other options. He is going to discuss with his friends B and C. Okay, so now these people are what they are suggesting. no man, you have to accept your mistake. Just go to the TL or manager, whoever is authorized person is there. Just go and accept the mistake. They will open the previous period and all. Okay, so these people are going to convince him. Now, but indirectly, even these fellow also has done the similar mistake. They have also forgotten to post a transaction which belongs to previous period, right? And they were also thinking the same, that okay, I'll just go and I'll accept my mistake to the manager, and then I'll post the transactions, right? So they have also done the similar mistake. But now what is happening, guys? Since A already accepted that I have made a mistake and previous date transaction I forgotten to post, so now they got an opportunity and they said like, okay, you just go and approach him and you accept your mistake. Okay, so what they are thinking, they are thinking that once he go and approach to the manager, and once the manager is going to post the previous period 6, let's suppose previous period means from 6 to 7, it means June and July both, then immediately, so if it is open, then what is happening, once he is, because all are sitting together, in the sense different cubicle will be there but sitting side by side only, so once it is going to be open, these people also will come to know, and they will also post their transaction in the previous period. Okay, so in that case, what is happening, guys? Only these people become highlighted in the eye of managers or TL, whoever is there, but these people were able to hide their mistake. That is their thinking, right? So now A is going to approach to the manager saying that, so I have made a mistake. Now manager is going to open the previous period. In the sense, manager will say that, okay, you just do one thing, try to post the transaction after 10 minutes, because I'm going to open the previous period. So I'll just inform you. So internal anyway, the chat box will be there, communicator will be there, they're going to communicate, right? Now, so, but the manager is very clever. Manager or TL, whoever is there, right? That guy know that it's not only A, even there are few more people who has made the similar mistake, but those fellows are not coming. They are not coming and not accepting their mistake. So if I'm going to open the previous period, then what will happen? Then even other people also may be able to post the transactions. So in that case, only I came to know about A. What about the remaining this people who has made the mistake and all, right? So manager is very clever. Manager is going to do one more thing. Okay, so manager is very clever, and here manager is going to do what? I'll tell you. Okay, so now here, so here from period, now we're having two such kind of things. Okay, this is called from period 1 and 2 period, and here from period 2. Okay, so now this is, sorry, I'll make it red color. So look at here now. So it means now what is happening, guys? Here, okay, it will be like this. Okay, now what is happening generally, and there is one more thing called it is called authorization group. Authorization group. Authorization group also will be there. It will be like this. Okay, so now, okay, so now what is happening, guys? No, so manager will do one thing. First of all, so we are having from period 1 and from period 2. So manager will do one thing, guys. Manager is going to open 7th period here. Okay, from period 2 means 7th period. It will be here, 7th period will be open. Okay, and the 6th period is going to open here. So even in this way also, look at here. Now the question is, what is the differences, right? In this case also from period 1 means here 6th period got open and here 7th period got open, right? So instead of doing like this, even we can give here 6 to 7 also, but I'll tell you why manager has done like this. Okay, so manager has opened 6th period here and 7th period here. So now there is one more thing guys. In this posting period variant, we are having an option called authorization group. So authorization group, let's suppose one authorization, and who is going to maintain this authorization group guys? Authorization group related setting here, we need to involve our basis consultant. What is the use of basis consultant guys? Basis consultant is the person who is going to what to say, uh, who is going to install this server. Okay, server installations are going to be done by basis consultant itself. Even transport request movement, in that also you will be having role of basis consultant. Who is going to set up your user ID and password? That is going to be set up by this basis people only. Okay, basis people itself. Now apart from this, like let's suppose authorizations related issues. Authorizations means somebody will be authorized to use OB52 transaction code, but somebody will not be able to use this transaction code. It means, so this is a kind of authorization related. So authorizations will be given by whom? It is going to be granted by basis people only. Okay, authorization is a kind of control. Now, so what is happening guys? Our authorization group has been created XYZ. So what manager has done? Okay, so here authorization group has been given. Let's suppose XYZ. Okay, XYZ has been given, and against XYZ he is going to assign user ID A only. A only. Okay, user ID A only. So in that case, what is happening, guys? Now, so when so here what is happening, guys? Now this become normal period. In the sense, current period we have opened here. So for from period two generally, the 7th period is open. So this is open for everybody, for everyone, whoever is there in Tata Motors, 7th period is open. But as I told you, the 6th period is also open. But 6th period is open for what? For this authorization group. 6th period is open for this authorization group XYZ. And under XYZ, we have assigned only one user ID that belongs to A. It means A is having authorization to post the transaction in 6th period. Remaining these people, 2 people will not be having authorization to post that transaction in 6th period, in the sense previous period. So now what is happening? A is coming back, and A also informed the friends like, okay, sir is going to open the period. Now I'm happy. I'm going to post the transaction, right? So once the period got open, A started posting the transaction, and these people also simultaneously they're trying. So once he is going to post the transaction, there is no issues. Why? Because system is going to find out for which company code it is TM00. Right? Against TM00, again system is going to find out like this is posting for which period. So here 6 means 6th period. So 6th period is open or not? So in normal, like it is not open. 7th period is open. But here in period 1, 6th period is open. But here some certain conditions are there. This 6th period is open for this authorization group XYZ. And against this authorization group, one user ID is assigned. Which one? A. It means 6th period is open only for A. So once A is going to post the transaction, he is going to log in through his own user ID. So A will be able to post the transaction at the same time. B and C will not be able to post the transaction. So now what will happen, guys? One by one, these people also have to approach to the management. They have to accept the mistake. And then what is happening? Manager will say that I was knowing that some more people will be there, right? So what they are going to do, let's suppose they have assigned this user ID. So now these people will be able to post the transaction. So look at here, guys, what kind of control is there. In posting period variant, multiple control is there. Now, let's suppose there was a requirement recently earlier. Okay, now the requirement was that let's suppose current period is 7th period, it means July. Okay, so July is supposed to be open. At the same time, there was some what to say normal JB. They wanted to post adjustment entries were supposed to be posted in the previous month, and that too in May month. May month means 5th period. right? Fifth period. So now what is the now here, let's suppose authorization we have not given. So now what is the requirement, guys? The requirement is fifth period supposed to be open. Okay, so let's suppose if you are going to make it like here from 1, here itself 7 to 7 is open. Okay, and let's suppose from 2 I have not given anything. I have not given anything. In from 1 I have given, let's suppose 7 to 7. Okay, it means current period open. So if fifth period is going to be open, guys, then here I'm going to give 5. So what is happening? Fifth period got open, but even sixth also got open. 5 to 7 means 6 is coming in between, right? So the requirement was fifth supposed to be open and 7 supposed to be open, but 6 should not be open. So in that case, what is happening? It will be like this. Okay. So in that case, here let's suppose here 7th, or else even here also 7th can be done. So here I have opened the 7th period. Let's suppose here 7th is already open, and here what is happening? Fifth period is only open. So now what is happening? 5 to 5. 5 to 5 means fifth period open, and 7 to 7. Then July is also open. Since authorization group we have not given, it means this fifth period and seventh period is open for every user. Every user. Authorization means we are going to restrict. Even some more other things are there, guys. In posting period variant is not over here itself, right? In real time, we are not going to maintain like this. Even multiple other things also will come into picture, but that will be covered in a single session. It's not possible. Will be covered, not right now. First of all, you need to understand the uses, and then in real time how it is going to happen, that also you will come to know that, right? So now here this is what the use of posting period variant. What is the use of posting period variant, guys? Posting period variant controls the posting of transaction for a specific period. Specific period means for a particular period. We can control only 7th period is going to be used for transaction posting. Past period and future period will not be allowed. This is what the use, right? And apart from this, I quoted this example. So even such kind of control is also there. User ID wise control also will be there. Okay, for a particular user also can be possible for a group of user, right? Let's suppose current period we have open, right? And apart from this, I want to open a previous period for a particular user. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Or I want to open previous period for a group of user. 5 users will be there. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. How it is possible? So authorization group will need to be set up. Once the authorization group is set up, then the required user IDs are going to be assigned against that. So now what is happening? Once whatever user ID assigned against that particular authorization group, so now what is happening, guys? Those users are only will be able to post the transactions for this periods. Okay, remaining user will not be authorized to post the transaction. Okay, so this is what the use of posting period variant. Now what is happening, guys? How to set up? So it is quite easy. Let me log in here and show you how to set up this posting period variant. If we talk about the configuration, guys, yeah.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
So how does the authentication group knows whether I have to check period 1 or period 2?
Repeat again your question.
Now, how does authentication group knows whether it has to enable period 1 or period 2 only for that user?
No, wait. By default, you are talking about how the authorization group here, how like authorization group will come to know like we are what to say controlling like period 1 or period 2, right? Was this
Yes.
the question?
Yes.
Okay, so authorization group means whatever we are giving, right? So generally what is happening, guys, the general periods are going to be the normal period. Normally period is going to be open here itself, period number 1 from period 1. Okay, this is called, now this is called what? This is called interval 1. Okay, and this is called interval 2. Okay, this is called interval 1 and this is called interval 2. Okay, so when what is happening when you give an authorization group here, it means in this interval 1 is going to be booked for this authorization group XYZ. It means whatever periods are going to be open here, this is going to be open. This is restricted for this authorization group only. Okay, and this is the general period which is open for every users. This is the general period which is open for every period. So now in authorization group, let's suppose we have assigned an authorization group and here period got open 5th period. So whatever user ID got assigned against this authorization group, those user only will be having access for this period. It means they will be able to post the transaction for this period, and remaining user will be able to post the transaction for this period. Okay, so automatically system will come to know. If you are going to assign the authorization group, it means this interval 1 is reserved for this authorization group itself by default. Okay,